Hello, how you doing? How was everybody's week last week?
Mine was good. Mine was good.
Good. Anything anybody going on that you want to talk about before we get in? About any deals they had, what the conversations were, anything like that?
Uh, I will say that I was happy that I started the conversations and I was at least getting people to answer the phone and talk to me about their houses. And I guess just some of them weren't deals, but at least I feel like I'm closer to making those deals because I started the conversation. Today I went driving for dollars in some smaller cities outside of Dallas. So I got a bunch of addresses that I'm planning on researching and calling this week.
And you can see every week I give you guys a few more questions and things to dig into sellers with. And the reason I'm doing this is because if I try to give it all to you, like all these questions that you need to ask or things that you should think about, it can get confusing, and then the sellers start thinking you're not real and you don't know what you're talking about. I broke it up into sections like this because I want you to be able to come back and have a conversation with the sellers to let them know that, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get to the root of what your situation is and how can I help you. Once you get your system down and you comfortable with talking to sellers, you'll see that you can mix and match different questions in different formats. I try not to ever ask a yes or no question. And the reason being is because if you ask more yes or no questions, you're gonna get yes or no answers and not get to what you're trying to, the answer you're trying to get to. So that's why you want to ask open-ended questions. All I can ask you guys to do is keep finding houses, keep trying to reach out to sellers, and keep having the conversations. This is a numbers game. If you only do 4 or 5 calls a week, it's going to reflect because you're not having the conversations that you need to have. The more conversations you have, the more comfortable you're going to get, and the better you're going to become on the phone, and the more you're going to realize you're a salesperson. You was born a salesperson. So the more you do it, the easier it's going to get for you. But if you start hearing the no's and then you get discouraged, it's going to shut you down before you actually get started. So if there's nothing else, I look forward to week 4. I look forward to those phone calls from you guys asking me questions because you got a deal that you're working on. I welcome those. I love them. And I guess I'll talk to you guys when you get those people on the phone.
Okay, good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.